Hey you guys, so I don't know if you guys have seen my YouTube channel, but I have changed my name. I haven't posted it on any other parts of my social media yet because I am waiting to officially use it as my pen name. So I am now going by Naima X. Naima meaning peace and tranquility, which is something that I try to apply to my life every day. But I am also, I'm still human. I still get angry every now and then. I still get upset, things of that nature. But for the most part, I've made it my business to understand the process of, things in which my life is going, and that really helps me to stay grounded, to come back into reality and say, okay, you know what, this is only temporary, you know, we're okay, we're fine. But so new name Naima X, and I will be updating that on my books as well very soon. But I wanted to make this video because I have been following the teachings of the Nation of Islam, and I have not made the decision to convert fully into the Nation of Islam, but the teachings are very beneficial. And, I feel like anybody can benefit from it. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to Malcolm X yesterday. He had an interview. I forgot what year it was, but it was on the city desk. So there were, a couple of white guys, interviewing him on their platform. And I love following the Nation of Islam so much because it gives me a feeling of freedom. It gives me a feeling of, I want to know the truth. Not only do I want to know the truth, but I want to live in that truth. And I want to do for self. I want to separate myself from the white man system and be completely and 100%, independent. You know what I mean? So Malcolm said something yesterday that really, I'm on my way walking to work. I feel like I'm always making videos when I'm walking to work, but that's when I have like, a lot more peace and quiet besides when my kids are sleeping. But so Malcolm said something yesterday that came from the most honorable minister, Elijah Muhammad. He said, if if we basically cannot be treated equally, then the system, they need to allow us to separate ourselves, and they need to give us the tools that we need, you know what I'm saying, to be independent. I don't have my notebook with me. I write all my notes down and stuff like that. But, hearing him say that, I'm like, if we all were to come together and say, you know what, let's put all our money together. There might be a piece of land for sale. Let's buy this land. Let's, build a small, you know, black and brown community. You know what I'm saying? We can put a grocery store there. We can put a little walk-in mall there, shopping center. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, the more I listen and follow the Nation of Islam, the more I can see myself, accomplishing these things. And it's not impossible. That's the thing. It's not impossible to do. Challenging, yes. A few barriers that might, pop up, of course, absolutely. But it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's not impossible. If you wanted to purchase a property and use it as an investment property, you would need at least $13,000 down, right? I would say at a minimum, because for your own property to move into a house, you need about like 9,000 down, 10,000 down, somewhere along those lines. So a couple of extra $1,000 to buy a whole entire property and use it for whatever you want, I'm gonna say it again. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. And, I grew up Christian. I am no longer a Christian at all whatsoever. I don't attend anybody's church, or, I do believe in a higher power. Of course I do. But as I said, my mind is more so on doing for self, being completely independent. And with me having kids, I want to be able to leave something behind for my kids. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have not watched Malcolm X's interview with the city desk, or even if you haven't read Elijah Muhammad's book, Message to the Black Man, I strongly encourage you to do so. Strongly encourage you to do so. And the reason why I love the Nation of Islam so much, and I'm not trying to, on a negative note, compare the Nation of Islam to Christianity, but when I was identifying as a Christian, it felt more like, I have to be Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be Christian in order to get blessings, or it just felt so like unnatural. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like it felt like confinement. I don't like confinement of any sort, of any nature at all. Now, when I found Brother Reza Islam and Brother Ben X and, Farrakhan and Dr. Ava Muhammad, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, I found all these incredible black leaders, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I'm like, well, why wasn't I taught this when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay. Now with the Nation of Islam, I feel a sense of understanding. I feel a sense of, freedom. You know what I'm saying? I feel a sense of, this is all about uniting our people. That's what I get out of it. That's my personal experience. It doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to try and make your journey my journey. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the Nation of Islam does for me. It gives me a sense of, peace and freedom. It gives me courage to continue being a strong black woman. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So, and I do want to share a quote that a friend of mine, very, very dear to me, very great guy. His name is Knowledge Born Allah. We were having a conversation, and he said, a message becomes timeless. So even though Malcolm has been dead for years, Dr. King been dead for years, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, she's been passed. Dr. Ava, she just recently passed, which I'm upset about because I literally just found her on social media about like 2 weeks ago or something like that. She has such a lovely voice, like just real raspy and cute, real beautiful black woman. But yeah, so my friend Knowledge Born Allah said a message becomes timeless. And it's so accurate because even though these people have, transitioned into the cosmos, their messages are still relevant 50, 60 years after they've been, after their transition. And I just thought that was, I just thought that was so beautiful. You know what I mean? So I just want to strongly encourage you guys, take some time, go on YouTube, look up Dr. Ava Muhammad. Ava is A-V-A, no H. Ava Muhammad. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Dr. Umar Johnson. I know a lot of people know about him. I'm not sure if Eric has a doctor in front of his name, and I don't wanna mess anything up. Just go on YouTube and Google Eric. Go on YouTube and search Eric Thomas. All right, Eric Thomas, you guys. Okay, but they are doing construction over here, and it's very loud and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. But you guys have a great day. My social media is deactivated right now. I'm just kind of taking some personal time to myself, but I will leave the link to my books in my bio, or I'm sorry, I'll leave the link in the video for you guys. You know, you can go check out my books. I would greatly appreciate it. Send it to a friend. You know, Christmas is coming. If you know somebody that likes to read, you know, I have a couple of paperback books at home. You guys can order straight from me. You can email me, because like I said, my social media accounts are not active right at the moment. So if you guys would like to purchase a book, you can do it through my website. I'll leave that link attached to the video, or you can email me at author, AUTHOR White @gmail.com. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.